Hi everyone, it's time for the message. I'm going to again just pull a quick tarot message for us and see what we see. So let's do it. All right, what's the message today? What do we need to know? There it is. And it is 2. So I'm going to go with it. So we have the Tower, which means some things may have fallen down that weren't on a stable foundation. It's what I like to call a Jenga house when I am describing it to clients, and it's eventually going to fall. So if you ever play Jenga, you have it's holes until you build this tall building, and eventually it'll fall down, and whoever makes it the longest wins without it falling. But the Tower comes in and says, okay, this isn't a stable place for you. This isn't going to go very far for you. It's not going to make you happy. It's not sustainable. It's not long term. It could be going on for it could have been going on for a while, because you can build that Jenga house pretty high if you do it well, right? If you just kind of put things around and hope that it doesn't fall. But when the Tower comes in, there are 2 messages here. It's like the universe has told you, hey, we're giving you, gut feelings, nudges, your intuition's nudging you, going, this doesn't feel right. This isn't right for me. And we ignore it because we don't want to. We might be really attached to it, and it could be like, I've worked really hard for this, and now it's just gone. I don't want to walk away. And the universe, God, angels says, you've been asking for happiness, and this will not lead it. So they eventually make the house fall, so that you have to rebuild it on a solid foundation. You have to then look at the situation and do something about it. Right? But this can also be the fact that we need to shake things up, right? We need to shake maybe we've kind of been stagnant for a while, and we're just sitting there, and we are hoping that something comes along and moves us, and it's going to have to be us that does it. So we're going to have to shake that foundation and rebuild it ourselves, right? We're going to have to do something. We're going to have to get out of our comfort zone. We're going to have to go. This here is the 3 of Wands, and it says you've got to start planning for that, right? Know that this has fallen for a reason. This is not going to bring you the happiness that you think it is. You need to rebuild this in a better way. You can still have something similar as long as you build that foundation better. This could be a relationship. It can be a job. It can be whatever, since this is a collective reading. It's about rebuilding something better than it was, because it wasn't solid. It wasn't going to last. And the universe, God, angels wants it to last for you. They want you to be happy. They are listening to your prayers. They're listening to what you're asking, and they're saying, okay, let's either, something has happened and we got to rebuild it, or we've got to shake it up and plan for something better. The bottom card is the overall vibe, and it is the 9 of Cups. And it says, what do you want? You have to know, you have to think about that so that you can put it out there. You have to think about, okay, this fell, so now what do I do? Or I've got to shake this up, and then where do I go? And so your angels and guides are like, hey, sit and think about it, right? Let's take a moment out and think about where we really want to go, and what solid foundation we really want to build, because we want to bring in the happiness. We want to bring in long term, not just a quick fix, right? So they're asking you to plan it. Right? They're asking you to plan it. So something has either fallen or something needs to be shaken up. You plan from either that place that it's fallen, or that you've got to shake it up, and you've got to know what that is so that you can go after it. And that's your message today.